Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Podcast. Today's Tuesday, April 30th, 2019. Today I'm going to recap last night's NBA and Stanley Cup playoff games, look ahead to tonight's games, and same for Major League Baseball. I'm going to go over my 1 year later 2018 NFL draft grades and my best bet of the day. Alright, we're going to start with the NBA playoffs. There were two games on last night. The 76ers defeat the Raptors 94-89 to even up that series at 1 apiece. A good defensive battle between these two teams. The 76ers' first win in Toronto since October of 2012. Joel Embiid in this game was amazing. So was Jimmy Butler. Butler at 30 points, 10 boards, 5 assists. Embiid, 12 points, 6 boards, 5 assists. With the key assist going to the biggest shot of the game in my mind by Butler. If Butler has hit that shot, then who knows, Toronto probably wins. JJ Redick had 11. Off the bench, James Ennis had 13. And Greg Monroe had 10. Meanwhile, for the Raptors, Kawhi Leonard had 35.7 boards, 6 assists. Pascal Siakam, 21 points and 7 boards. Kyle Lowry, 20 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. Their bench didn't do anything, which came back to bite them. Nuggets over the Trailblazers, 121-113 to take a 1-0 series lead. A great win for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic was the best player on the court. 37 points, 9 boards, 6 assists. Jamal Murray had 23 with 8 assists. Gary Harris had 11. Paul Millsap had 19 with 6 boards. Their bench didn't even do anything. They got away with that. Damian Lillard had 39 points and 6 assists. CJ McCollum had 16. Enes Kanter had 26 with 7 boards. And off the bench, Rodney Hood had 17. So, I think it was aberrational that the Nugget bench didn't do anything and they still won. To me, the ineffectiveness of Aminu and Harkless came back to bite the Blazers in this one. Tonight we have two games. We have Game 2 between the Celtics and the Bucks. 8 o'clock TNT. Milwaukee's a 7.5-point favorite. On the call this game, Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller. I'm going to say the Bucks bounce back and win by double digits here. The spread's 7.5 for a reason. Everybody's all in on the Celtics. Giannis has to have a big game because he put up a dud in Game 1, and he needs to prove to everybody that he's still the MVP of the league, and I think that he's going to have a big performance. Chris Middleton will step up, and the Bucks will win. I'm going to say it's a double-digit win, so let's go 122-108. Rockets-Warriors, 10:30 TNT. Golden State's a 6-point favorite. 5-point favorite. Marv Albert, Chris Webber on the call. This is going to come back and bite me. I think the Rockets win tonight. I think that it was aberrational that Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala were near perfect. PJ Tucker won't have a bad game again. I don't believe in the fact that the Warriors' bench will be that great. Andre Iguodala just shot well, and Draymond Green just played out of his mind. I think Durant and Curry will put up their points. I just think that Harden's due for a signature 40-point game. Chris Paul will have a near triple-double. Clint Capella will bounce back. So, give me the Rockets here to pull out the outright upset on the road. I don't feel good about it. Now we'll switch to the Stanley Cup playoffs, where there was only one game on last night, and it was a wild game. The Blues defeat the Stars 4-3 to take a 2-1 series lead. This was a pretty fun game. First period, Jaden Schwartz's 6th of the postseason. 1-0 Blues. Alexander Radulov's 5th of the postseason on the power play. Ties up at 1 apiece. Second period, Tyler Bozak's 2nd of the playoffs gives the Blues a 2-1 lead. Third period's where it gets crazy. Andrew Cagliano shorthanded his 2nd of the playoffs 2-2. Alex Petrangelo's 1st of the playoffs gives the Blues a 3-2 lead. Tyler Seguin ties it up at 3 apiece with his 3rd of the postseason. Then Patrick Maroon scores the go-ahead goal, his 2nd of the postseason. 4-3 Blues is your final. Number 1 star of the game with a goal and assist, Jaden Schwartz. Number 2 star of the game with the go-ahead goal, Patrick Maroon. Number 3 star of the game with the game-tying goal, Tyler Seguin for Dallas. So pressure's on the Stars whenever these two teams play next. I believe it's going to be tomorrow night to rebound and even up the series at 2 apiece. Tonight we have 2 games, 7 o'clock NBCSN. You have the Bruins and the Blue Jackets. Doc Emrick, Brian Boucher, and Mike Mulberry on the call unless they change it. I am going to say that the Bruins take a 2-1 series lead. They're the better team. I think that Columbus was a little fortunate to win Game 2, although they deserved it, don't get me wrong. But I just think the Bruins are still overall the better team. I think this is a 6-game series, though, and the Blue Jackets will still be heard from. I just like the Bruins better. I think they win 4-2 and hand the Blue Jackets their first home loss of the postseason. Sharks and the Avalanche, 10 o'clock on NBCSN. Brendan Burke, Joe McLeody, Pierre Maguire on the call. I think the San Jose Sharks are under immense pressure right now. They have the 1-0 lead. You think that they're going to blow out Colorado again. Then the resilient Avalanche come from behind and take the lead and hold on to the win. Kel McCarr has been a welcomed addition to the Avalanche defense to go with Eric Johnson, Tyson Barrie, and those boys. And I think that the Avalanche are going to go up 2-1, and San Jose, for the second straight series, will face some adversity. I think the Sharks win this series in 7 games, but I just think that the Avalanche will win today to take a series lead. So give me the Avalanche at home in the altitude. You saw with the Nuggets last night what the altitude can do to you. I think the same applies in hockey. So give me the Avalanche to beat the Sharks to take a 2-1 series lead. Now we'll move on to baseball. There were not that many games on last night because Mondays are not normally a big day in baseball. The Red Sox defeat the A's 9-4. Huge win for the Red Sox to get themselves right a little bit. They're 12-17. Oakland's 14-17. Ryan Brazier gets the win. He's 1-0. Frankie Montas lost. He's 4-2. Matt Barnes gets the second save of the year. Top of the second is the only time Oakland showed up in this game offensively. 2-run single, Jerks and Profar, 2-0 A's. RBI single, Josh Fegley, 3-0 A's. RBI double, Matt Chapman, 4-0 A's. Bottom of the third, here come the Red Sox. RBI single, Mookie Betts, 4-1. RBI single, JD Martinez, 4-2. 2-run doubles, Xander Bogaerts, 4-4. 2-run single, Michael Chavez, 6-4. Bottom of the fifth, RBI single, Michael Chavez, 7-4. Bottom of the seventh, RBI single, Jackie Bradley Jr., 8-4. Bottom of the eighth, sacrifice by JD Martinez, 9-4. That's your final. Eduardo Rodriguez started for the Red Sox, but he wasn't great. 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, ERA 6.16. Credit to the Red Sox bullpen for patching it together, although the A's left many runners on base. Frankie Montas had his worst start of the year. 4 1/3 innings, 8 hits, an earned run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, ERA 2.97. Cards over the Nats, 6-3, a good win for St. Louis. They're red hot. They're 18-10. Washington's 12-15. Michael Wacha the win off the disabled list. He's 2-0. Patrick Corbin the loss. He's 2-1. Jordan Hicks gets his 9th save of the year. I mentioned yesterday that I thought Michael Wacha was on the injured list, and then I noticed that he was starting, which made me realize that I didn't think he was on the DL, but now looking back, he actually was, but he was just activated last night, and he pitched pretty well. Bottom of the second, though, he had a bad inning. He walked Patrick Corbin with the bases loaded, and that gave the Nats a 1-0 lead. Then a 2-run single by Adam Eaton put the Nats up 3-0. Top of the fifth, here come the Cardinals. Home run Hatterson Bader made it 3-1. Matt Carpenter scores on a Patrick Corbin wild pitch, makes it 3-2. 2-run single, Marcelo Zuna, 4-3 cards. RBI doubled Jose Martinez, 5-3 cards. RBI single, Yadier Molina, 6-3 cards is your final. So it took 1 inning for Patrick Corbin to implode. Michael Wacha, 5 innings, 43 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 4.76. Patrick Corbin, 5 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 3.58. That was his worst start of the year. Reds over the Mets, 5-4. Cincinnati's 12-16. Mets are 14-14. Rafael Iglesias gets the win. He's 1-3. Edwin Diaz the loss, 0-1. Top of the second, Reds. Jose Iglesias RBI double, 1-0 Cincinnati. Tucker Barnhart RBI single, 2-0 Cincinnati. RBI double, Jose Peraza, 3-0 Cincinnati. Sacrifice fly, Eugenio Suarez, 4-0 Cincinnati. Bottom of the second, here come the Mets. RBI double, Wilson Ramos, 4-1. RBI single, Ahmed Rosario makes it 4-2. Bottom of the fourth, bases loaded walk, Peter Alonso, 4-3. Another bases loaded walk, Brandon Nimmo, 4-4. Top of the ninth, home run, Jesse Winker off of Edwin Diaz. 5-4 Reds is your final. Tanner Roark, 3 2/3 innings for its 4 runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 0.08. Zach Wheeler, 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 5.05. Braves over the Padres 3-1. A nice win for Atlanta. They are 14-14. San Diego 16-13. Mike Soroka to win. He's 2-1. Nick Marvicius drops to 2-3, getting his first save of the season. Jacob Webb. Top of the first, the low run from the Padres came on a RBI grounder into a double play by Manny Machado as a run scored. 1-0 Pods. Bottom of the third, fielder's choice, Mike Soroka, 1-1. Bottom of the third as well, RBI single, Ozzie Albies made it 2-1. Bottom of the fifth, home run, Ozzie Albies, 3-1 Braves, your final. Mike Soroka, 6 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, a walk, 8 strikeouts, ERA, a fabulous 1.62. Nick Marvicius, 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA, 3.23. Brewers over the Rockies 5-1 in the NLDS rematch. Milwaukee 16-14. Colorado's 13-16. Zach Davies gets the win. He's 3-0. Kyle Freeland the loss. He is 2-4. Bottom of the first, 3-run blast. Jesus Aguilar's first home run of the year. Finally, 3-0 Brewers. RBI single. Orlando Arcia, 4-0 Brewers. Bottom of the third, Aguilar again. His second homer of the game. 5-0 Brewers. Top of the sixth, infield single, David Dahl. Run scores, 5-1's your final. Milwaukee pitching has been sensational against Colorado. Davies, 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, ERA 1.38. Kyle Freeland, 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA 4.81. Twins over the Astros, 1-0 impressive win for Minnesota, who's 17-9. Houston 17-12. Jake Odorizzi to win, 3-2. Justin Verlander gets his first loss, 0-1. Blaine Parker, 6th save of the year. The lone run came on a home run by Eri Adrianza off of Justin Verlander to give the Twins a 1-0 lead. Jake Odorizzi was brilliant. 7 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, a walk, 7 strikeouts, ERA 3.34. Verlander, 6 innings, 2 hits, an earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, ERA 2.45. So you can't fault Verlander for the loss because his offense didn't really step up. White Sox over to Orioles 5-3. The White Sox are 12-14. The Orioles are 10-20. Manny Banuelos the win, 2-0. Jalen Means the loss, 3-3. Alex Colon gets his 6th save of the year. Bottom of the second, 2-run shot. Yonder Alonso made it 2-0 White Sox. Top of the third, home run Pedro Severino, 2-1. Bottom of the third, 2-run home run Tim Anderson, 4-1 White Sox. Top of the sixth, RBI single Chris Davis, 4-2. Bottom of the seventh, bases loaded walk by Ryan Cordell, 2-4 White Sox. And top of the eighth, RBI single Chris Davis, 5-3 was your final. Jalen Means, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts, ERA 2.81. Banuelos, 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, ERA 2.7. Rays over the Royals, 8-5. Tampa Bay is 19-9. Kansas City's 9-20. Yanni Trinos to win, 4-0. Brad Keller lost, 2-3. Top of the first, RBI single, Yandy Diaz, 1-0 Rays. Top of the second, RBI double by Martin Perez, 2-0 Rays. 2-run triple Tommy Pham, 4-0 Rays. Bottom of the third, RBI triple by Adalberto Mondesi that drove in 2. We had a 4-2 game. Sacrifice fly, Alex Gordon, 4-3. Top of the fifth, RBI single by Yandy Diaz, 5-3 Rays. Bottom of the 7th, home run Jorge Soler, 5-4. Top of the 8th, RBI single Kevin Kiermaier made it 6-4. Top of the 9th, RBI double John Man Choi, 8-4 Rays. Bottom of the 9th, RBI single by Kelvin Gutierrez made it an 8-5 game, and that was your final. Ryan Stanek opener, an inning and a third, a hit, no earned runs, a walk, and a strikeout ERA 1.2. Yanni Torino's 5 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts, ERA 3.48. Brad Keller, 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout, ERA 4.07. Giants over the Dodgers 3-2. The Giants are 12-17. The Dodgers are 19-12. Sam Dyson gets the win. He's 1-0. Ross Stripling lost 1-2. Will Smith gets his 7th save of the year. Top of the 6th, RBI single Cody Bellinger, 1-0 Dodgers. RBI double Max Muncy, 2-0 Dodgers. Bottom of the 7th, 3-run double Evan Longoria, 3-2 Giants was the final score. Jeff Samardzija, 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout, ERA 2.53. Maybe he gets traded this summer. Kenta Maeda, 5 innings, 7 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA 4.41. Tonight's slate, at 7 o'clock, you have the Cardinals and the Nationals. Adam Wainwright against Anibal Sanchez. Wainwright 2-2 with a 3.96. Sanchez 0-3 with a 6. Tigers Phillies. Tyson Ross and Vince Velasquez. Ross 1-3 with a 4.03. Velasquez 1-0 with a 1.99. Reds Mets. Luis Castillo against Jason Vargas. Castillo 3-1 with a 1.23. Vargas 1-1 with a 7.2. Yikes. Athletics Red Sox. Aaron Brooks 2-2 with the 5.33. Rick Porcello 1-3 with the 7.43. Indians Marlins. Trevor Bauer and Sandy Alcantara. Bauer 3-1 with the 1.99. Alcantara 1-2 with the 4.5. 7:20 Padres Braves. Chris Paddock and Julio Teheran. Paddock 1-1 with the 1.67. Teheran 2-3 with the 5.4. 7:40 Rockies Brewers. Herman Marquez and Julius Chassin. Marquez 3-1 with the 2.54. Chassin 2-3 with the 6.35. Astros Twins. Garrett Cole against Michael Pineda. Cole 1-4 with the 4.71. Michael Pineda 2-1 with the 5.63. Pirates Rangers at 8 o'clock. Jordan Lyles and Adrian Sampson. Lyles 2-1 with the 2.05. Sampson 0-1 with the 4.5. Orioles White Sox. Andrew Cashner and Ivan Nova. Cashner 4-1 with the 4.18. Nova 0-3 with the 8.42. 8:15 Rays Royals. Blake Snell and Jacob Junis. Snell 2-2 with the 2.54. Junis 2-2 with the 5.57. 9:40 Yankees Diamondbacks. CC Sabathia against Zach Greinke. CC 1-0 with the 2.4. Greinke 4-1 with the 3.72. 9:45 Dodgers Giants. Walker Buehler against Drew Pomeranz. Buehler 2-0 with the 5.25. Pomeranz 1-2 with the 3.65. Blue Jays Angels at 10 o'clock. Clay Buchholz against Griffin Canning, making his big league debut for the Angels. He was that highly touted prospect. He was a second-round pick that should have been a first-round pick. I said at the time that the Angels got themselves a future ace in the second round, and we'll see if that pans out. He's drawn comparisons, obviously, to Garrett Cole of the Astros, so we'll see how he pans out. And obviously, Buchholz is 0-1 with the 4.6. And then last but not least, you have the Cubs and the Mariners. Cole Hamels against Felix Hernandez. Hamels 3-0 with the 3.16. Hernandez 1-2 with the 3.91. Now I'm going to look back at the first round of the NFL draft from last year and give out grades to every team on the pick. So the first pick obviously was Cleveland, and they selected Baker Mayfield, who was an absolute stud last year, and that pick looks like an A+ as of right now, and is an A+ as of right now because he looks like the best quarterback from that draft, although it's early, and there's some folks that think it ultimately would be Sam Darnold. But from what I've seen and from what teams have done this offseason to improve themselves, I think it's fair to say that Baker will be the best. He has Odell Beckham Jr., Sam Darnold doesn't. Sam Darnold's team could have gotten Odell Beckham Jr., I thought, but I don't think that the Jets wanted to pay the price of the number 3 overall pick. So right now I would judge it and say that Baker Mayfield's the best quarterback of that bunch right now, so the Browns get an A+. Giants took Saquon Barkley. That's an A+ pick too. Yes, people are going to criticize them and say that they should have taken Sam Darnold. But no, these grades are solely on the player's performance from their rookie season and what do I expect going forward. So, like Mayfield, Barkley gets an A+ as well, and he already is a Pro Bowler. The Jets took Sam Darnold last year. That grade right now, in my mind, is a B-. Darnold was up and down his rookie year. Don't forget he threw a pick 6 on the first pass attempt he's ever had in the NFL. That just stood out to me, even though the Jets ended up rebounding and winning that game on Monday Night Football to start last year. Darnold, I thought, was okay, but he didn't have the weapons around him last year like he will this year with Le'Veon Bell, so I expect improvement from Sam Darnold in year 2, but right now I'd give it a B-. Cleveland, Denzel Ward, that right now is an A. A lot of people were criticizing that choice at the time. They could have traded down for him, many people thought, but no, John Dorsey's making all of us look foolish right now. Denver, Bradley Chubb, right now I give that pick a B+. He looks like somebody that's going to be a solid pass rusher in the league for a very long time. Indianapolis Colts, Quentin Nelson, that gets an A+. He immediately changed the outlook of the Colts, as well as obviously the health of Andrew Luck being better. But he's given Luck the protection so he can succeed. So obviously your offensive line gets a lot of credit for a quarterback succeeding, especially one like Luck coming off an injury like he did. The Buffalo Bills trade up for Josh Allen. Right now I give that grade a C. Allen disappointed a little bit in his rookie year. He was hurt, so that pretty much had to do with it. But I expect improvement from Allen in year number 2 like I do with Darnold next year, with some of the moves they made in the draft and in free agency. I really expect Allen to be a lot better. The Chicago Bears took Roquan Smith with the number 8 pick. I think that looks like right now a B+. He is a part of that great defense that they have, and that defense should be great for a long time. I'm sure they'll be fine without Vic Fangio. He's just a defensive coordinator. He was great at his job, but I think they have the talent to overcome that, especially led by Khalil Mack. San Francisco 49ers took Mike McGlinchey, the offensive lineman from Notre Dame. I give that pick a B-. He wasn't that great his rookie year, but he showed signs of a solid offensive lineman in his rookie year. I think he'll get better, so I give that pick a B. Arizona, Josh Rosen. I have to be honest, from his rookie season, if I had to give a grade based on his rookie season, I'd give it a D+, only because he didn't have the weapons around him to succeed, and it was a worse situation than it was with Darnold and with Allen. And I think he'll thrive in Miami as a better offensive line with Laramie Tunsil there, and he has a better coaching staff there than he did in Arizona. But part of me wonders if he really would have thrived under Cliff Kingsbury, because to me, he's somebody that's a quarterback whisperer. And I know that they drafted Kyler because that's his guy and he loves him. But I get everything that they did with getting rid of Rosen and drafting Murray. But if Murray's a bust and Rosen thrives in Miami, the Cardinals are going to be scratching their heads. Miami Dolphins take Minkah Fitzpatrick, the safety from Alabama. I give that pick a B plus grading on his rookie season. I think he was solid. He'll only get better. Tampa Bay takes Vita Vea, the defensive tackle. Jeez, that's a D. He was not good his rookie year. 13 Washington Redskins, Darren Payne. I give that pick a C plus. He showed some impact in his rookie season. New Orleans trades up for Marcus Davenport from UTSA. Oi, that was my least favorite first-round pick at the time last year. It's still my least favorite first-round pick. This time around, I give that pick a D. He might get better, but he was just a very big disappointment in my mind last year because he was somebody that the Saints traded up to get, and he just wasn't very good. Colton Miller was taken with the 15th pick by the Raiders. He was not very good his rookie year. I give that pick a C minus. He's somebody that could get better in my mind. Buffalo Bills, Tremaine Edmonds with the 16th pick. I give that pick a B. I think this is somebody that will eventually get better. 17, Derwin James from the Chargers. That's an A. He made the Pro Bowl last year, and he's going to be a very good safety for a long time in the league. Jair Alexander was 18 by the Packers. I give that pick a B minus. He showed some signs his rookie year. I think he's somebody that will get better. Dallas takes Leighton Vander Esch. That pick gets an A minus. He was a Pro Bowler. I think he's somebody that's going to be really good for them for a long time. Him and Jalen Smith there in Dallas, I think, is a good pairing. So, A minus there. Detroit takes Frank Rango, the offensive lineman from Arkansas. I give that pick a C. He really didn't do that much his rookie year. Cincinnati takes Billy Price, the center. He's somebody I think will be better. I think I give that pick a B as of right now, a solid B. He showed good signs his rookie year. 22 was Rashaan Evans, the linebacker from Alabama. I give that pick a B right now. He's someone I think will get better. Isaiah Wynn, the lineman from Georgia, a C minus. He was a no-show really in his rookie year because he was hurt. And I think that he's somebody that probably will get better because Tom Brady's there. But right now, a C minus. Carolina Panthers, DJ Moore. I give that pick right now a C. He didn't really have that big of an impact like I thought he would in his rookie year. Baltimore Ravens, Hayden Hurst from South Carolina. He wasn't even the top tight end on their depth chart last year, so that pick gets a C minus. Atlanta Falcons, Calvin Ridley. I give that pick a B. He was pretty good for them last year. Seattle Seahawks, Rashad Penny. He wasn't even their starting running back. They reached, so C minus. Pittsburgh, Terrell Edmonds, the safety from Virginia Tech. I thought that was a reach pick at the time. I still feel that way, so C minus. Jacksonville Jaguars, Taven Bryan, the tackle from Florida. He was okay last year, so I give the pick a C plus. And I don't think Edmonds really did anything for Pittsburgh to justify the pick either. And I just said that, obviously, with Seattle and Rashad Penny. Minnesota, Mike Hughes from UCF. C plus, I'd say. He was okay his rookie year. New England, Sony Michel, the running back from Georgia. I give that pick a B plus. He came along as the season went on, and I think that he'll be with the Patriots for a while. And last but not least, 32, Lamar Jackson from the Ravens. They obviously traded up to get him. He helped them make the playoffs last year, so I have to give this pick a B plus. A better grade than Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and Josh Rosen because Jackson took that not-so-great Ravens team to the playoffs. So I just have to give credit where credit's due, and he really changed that Ravens team. Although the Chargers figured them out in the postseason, and I think there's a chance the Ravens regress from last year. But right now, I give that pick a B plus. These grades will probably change if I do this again next year, as will the grades of the 2019 picks when I do them in 2020. So, before I go, I have to do my best bet of the day. Brought to you by DraftKings. There's a couple interesting ones tonight. I took the Rockets, so I'm not going to pick the Warriors, obviously. I'm going to take the Bucks. I'm going to take the Boston Bruins. I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche. And in baseball, I'm going to take the Phillies. I'm going to take the Reds. I'm going to take the Indians. I think the Indians are a no-brainer tonight. I think the Astros beat the Twins. I think the Rays are going to win again. And I like the Dodgers against the Giants to rebound. And I like the Cubs in Seattle. So that's 10. This is a big one. Plus 150, 170. Wagering $1, payout $152.70. That's it for the podcast today. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything. And I'm going to do my 2018 NFL redraft. So I hope you guys have a great day, everybody.